If you just updated your W-4 and your paycheck still doesn't look right, this video is for you. Hi, I'm Heather Swan, a CPA. A lot of people fix their W-4s, then they do exactly as their CPA or employer tells them to do, and then payday comes and they're still confused. More taxes coming out than expected, or there's not enough coming out, or the math just is not making sense. So if you're thinking, did I do my W-4 wrong? Most of the time the answer is no. Here are some important things most people don't realize. The W-4 is only one piece of how your paycheck is calculated. It tells how to withhold going forward, but it doesn't automatically fix everything else that affects your paycheck. So today I want to explain why your paycheck can still look wrong even though your W-4 itself is filled out correctly. Here's the misunderstanding I see over and over. People think their W-4 recalculates the whole year and fixes everything in the past or corrects their employer's payroll setup or it automatically catches everything up. The problem is it doesn't. The W-4 is just instructions, not a rewind button. Payroll systems don't go backwards unless someone tells them to do so. The first reason why your paycheck still looks off is because earlier pay periods have already happened that you've been paid for. If too much or too little tax was taken out early in the year, that doesn't disappear when you submit a new W-4. Your payroll system may try to catch up slowly, or it may not catch up at all. So your take-home pay may look a little strange for the first several checks while things level out. And that's normal, even though nobody warns you about it. The second reason is the payroll doesn't always update instantly. If your employer processes payroll early, or batch changes, or has cutoff dates, your first paycheck after the W-4 change might reflect only part of a change or none of it, or show something that looks half right. This is not an IRS issue, this is a system timing issue. The third reason is if you have multiple jobs or your spouse works or you have a side business. Your paycheck is not designed to reflect your full tax picture by itself. Your employer's payroll system only sees one slice of your income, and that's why taxes can look too low or they suddenly jump or they seem inconsistent. This is where people say, but I filled out my W-2 exactly like the video said, and you probably did. The problem isn't the form, it's the big picture. Another thing people don't like to talk about is employers' payroll systems get set up wrong all the time. Wrong filing status or wrong filing frequency, incorrect pre-tax deductions, and once it's in the system, paychecks look off, even with a perfect W-4. Now here's where my CPA brain kicks in. If you or your spouse have self-employment income, run a side business, or take owner draws, at some point payroll withholdings alone can't fix the situation. That's when estimated taxes, bookkeeping, and year-to-date tracking matter more than tweaking the W-4 again and again. And this is where I see people spinning their wheels. So what should you actually do next? Number one, make sure your W-4 is filled out correctly. Give payroll at least one full cycle to correct. Review year-to-date withholdings and confirm payroll setup is correct. And if you have multiple income sources, this is where a bigger tax strategy matters more than one form. Here's what I want you to hear. If your payroll still looks wrong after fixing your W-4, you didn't fail, you didn't mess up, and most of the time, it's the system, not the form's fault. And if you haven't watched Nick's step-by-step W-4 walkthrough, I'll link it below because that is still the first right step. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.